This is the crochet cell phone case that I'll be showing you how to make today, and I'll be showing you how to make any size for any phone. The materials required are a phone. I'm using my Samsung phone, and for the yarn I've used Red Heart Designer Sport, and this is a sport weight or sport lightweight yarn category 3, and this colour is blush rose, and you'll only need a small amount of that. And for the trimmings I'm using Red Heart Designer Sport, and it's a category 3 sports lightweight, and this colour is granite. You'll also need a 4mm hook, some cotton thread, a yarn needle, a sewing needle, a button, and some craft scissors. Now if you have a different phone to mine and it's wider or thinner, then the way to measure how many chain stitches you need is make a chain and then wrap it around your phone, and if that is going to join up with your other end here, then you know that you have the right circumference for your phone. So for my phone I'm using 22 chain stitches, and I'm using the blush rose yarn for my main colour. So now that I've got my 22 stitches, or once you've got the amount you need, we're going to join into the first chain stitch and make a slip stitch, and that's going to form a ring, and we'll be working in rounds. Now for round 1 we'll chain 1, so make 1 chain, and in this same space where we joined there we'll be doing 1 single crochet stitch. And now we'll be doing 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around, and just make sure that your foundation chain doesn't twist up on you. So just making 1 single crochet stitch into each chain stitch right around, and the amount of chain stitches that you started with will be the amount of stitches that you end up with at the end of this round. So I've chained on 22 chain stitches, so I'll end up with 22 single crochet stitches. So whatever amount you've chained on, you should end up with the same amount of stitches for this round. So I'll let you continue on making your single crochet stitches into each chain stitch around, and I'll meet you at the end. So I'm up to towards the end of round 1, and I've just made my last stitch there, and we can see our join there. That was our chain 1, and that was our first single crochet stitch. So that's the one we want to join into. So into the first single crochet stitch we made, we're going to do a slip stitch to to join this round. And there's round 1 done. Now at this point you can just slip your phone into what you've made, just to double check that it's going to be the right size. So you see, there you go, it's going to be the right size. Now if yours is too big, you can just undo the first round and then just take out a few of your chain stitches on your foundation chain. Just make sure that you have an even amount of chain stitches if you do take off some. For round 2, we'll chain 1, so make 1 chain, and then into this same space here where the join is, we're going to do our first single crochet stitch. And then we're going to do 1 single crochet into each stitch right around to the end. So this is pretty easy. So 1 single crochet stitch into each stitch around until you get to the end. So continue on with this and I'll see you at the end of this round. Okay, so I'm up towards the end of round 2. I've just made my last stitch there, and you can see the join there, and that was our chain 1, and there's our first single crochet stitch that we made for this round. So that is where we want to join into that first single crochet stitch. Make a slip stitch to join that round. Now for rounds 3 to 7 you'll repeat round 2, and I'll see you at the end of round 7. I'm up towards the end of round 7 after repeating round 2 for so many times, and I'm not going to join into here with this yarn tail.